This morning, challenging Donald Trump. Today, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is set to officially enter the race for the White House. What we can expect today and going forward.
Plus, holiday travel. We'll take a look at the cost of driving versus flying for the Memorial Day weekend.
And as we are looking into the Memorial Holiday weekend, we've got some beautiful weather, but we have to deal with some cool weather the next couple of days, and it looks like an extended drive period and warming up next week.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly Slifka's got your first warn forecast this morning. So, yeah, I got a little bit of a roller coaster these next few days before the holiday weekend, huh?
Yeah, so the next couple of days can be much cooler than the beautiful weather we had the last 2 days. Backdoor cold front not moving through Madison yet, but as we go over the next few hours, it's going to slowly slide to the south and west through all of southern Wisconsin. That'll keep us relatively cool right through Friday morning. That means afternoon highs in the upper 60s to near 70, overnight lows in the lower 40s. Beautiful weekend, though. The transition comes in Friday. A lot of sunshine expected by the end of the weekend. We're talking about mid-80s, and that extended warming trend continues into next week. These temperatures are going to continue to climb. In fact, we could be talking about some 90s. Unfortunately, we don't have any rain in the forecast. We probably will definitely need it by next week, but it does not look like a good chance of rain next week. Here's that cold front poised to move through the Madison area, sliding in from the north and east. That's why we call it a backdoor cold front. Usually our fronts come in from the northwest. Northeast winds will pick up, and that'll add to the chill, so you will need a light jacket, even though it is starting out fairly mild in the 50s. Wind speeds now out of the northeast front, moving through Madison right now, at least on the north side, but you can see these winds up to the north and east, up there as high as 25 miles per hour in Sheboygan. That's coming in off Lake Michigan, really keeping it cool near the shoreline of Lake Michigan. And some of our eastern counties holding in the mid-60s. I think we'll be close to 70 here in Madison. Lower 70s, a little bit further away from that bulk of that colder air that's sliding off to the east. But it'll be a cooler day. Temperatures only in the upper 60s and low 70s. Mostly sunny skies this morning. Will turn mostly cloudy this afternoon, but no problems, no precipitation expected from these clouds. We'll take a look at the cool down for the next couple of days, and also that all-important Memorial Holiday weekend forecast coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. Happening today, another contender for the White House. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis expected to throw his hat into the ring live via Twitter. DeSantis' wife, Casey, tweeting out this video teasing the White House bid in advance of that announcement. Twitter owner Elon Musk is expected to host the conversation, though he says he's not endorsing anyone at this point. DeSantis will be jumping into an already growing field of Republican candidates. That includes former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley and South Carolina Senator Tim Scott. The biggest challenge, though, will come from former President Trump. He leads DeSantis in the latest CBS News poll by more than 30 points.
He's going to make the argument that he is as conservative as Donald Trump, but that he has no baggage.
After his announcement today, DeSantis will make his appeal to major donors in Florida. He also reportedly has visits to key primary states scheduled after Memorial Day.
The deadline for the debt ceiling is 8 days away now. Negotiators will be back at it today, trying to find a compromise between the White House and Republicans. The issue is over federal spending. The GOP wants it rolled back. The country, though, edging closer to that potential financial crisis. America has never failed to pay its debts before. Well, the president will be focused on Uvalde, Texas today, marking the first anniversary of the elementary school shooting. He will deliver remarks from the White House, calling on congressional action to address gun violence. Last year, an 18-year-old walked into Robb Elementary and killed 19 fourth graders and 2 teachers. 18 others were injured.
More local news now. The man charged in a Janesville workplace shooting that left 1 person dead last year is now convicted of a lesser crime as part of a plea deal. Kevin Todd was previously charged with 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide, 4 counts of recklessly endangering safety. Online court records show he pleaded guilty to a single count of second-degree intentional homicide yesterday. Todd opened fire at Precision Drawn Metals in April of last year after working for the business for only a week. In a criminal complaint, he alleged he was being bullied at the company.
Dane County medical examiners have identified the man killed in a shooting on Madison's east side early Sunday morning. 32-year-old Raheem Blue was found with gunshot wounds at a lounge on East Washington. A large group of people were reportedly in the area when a fight began, and gunshots soon followed. Police are still looking for the gunman and asking anyone with information this morning on the incident to come forward.
6:04 now. Tens of millions of Americans are expected to travel this Memorial Day weekend. Maybe you're among them. Air travel alone could exceed 2019 travel numbers by more than 5%. And get this, AAA says this Memorial Day weekend could be the busiest at airports since 2005. More than 42 million Americans are expected to travel 50 miles or more. That's a 7% increase over 2022.
As the holiday approaches and prices at the pump continue to go up, you might be thinking about whether you should fly. Experts are saying there might not be that much of a difference, though, between driving and flying. According to analysts from Gas Buddy, local prices tend to go up in early May as gas stations switch over to a more expensive, cleaner-burning summer blend of gasoline mandated by the EPA. Experts say it helps cut down on emissions.
Gas prices, even though they've gone up, they're still about 85 cents a gallon below what they were a year ago.
And when it comes to flying, AAA says this year airfare prices are also up.
While we're nearly $1 lower than the close to $5 highs of last summer, gas still well over $3 a gallon. I'm sure you've noticed. Here's a look at what we're paying in Wisconsin. $3.46 across the state, $3.41 here in Dane County this morning. That's about a dime cheaper than the national average of $3.50.
6:05 now. Habitat for Humanity and the city of Sun Prairie helping make housing a bit more affordable for families.
2 Sun Prairie families, in fact, are now homeowners thanks to the nonprofit. And as our Braden Ross learned, they'll soon be joined by many more.
This is going to be my living room.
For Hussam Lesheb, this day has been a long time coming.
Getting a house is something amazing, and that's been always a dream.
He came to the U.S. from Algeria 9 years ago, and his wife followed a few years later. They've dreamt of owning a house for years, and now, thanks to Habitat for Humanity, they do.
It's a big of a deal because, owning a house, it's an investment for the future.
Their new home is in Sun Prairie, in Habitat's largest development in the state.
Sun Prairie's just been a great partner when it comes to affordable housing.
When it's finished, the 62-acre Town Hall Crossing community will have 118 single-family homes, 40% of them going to Habitat families. Mayor Paul Esser says it's part of the city's commitment to making living in Sun Prairie a little more accessible.
We're building a lot of housing in Sun Prairie, but a lot of that housing that's being built is pretty high income housing, so it's not available to everybody.
Esser says Habitat houses are about more than just giving families a place to live, but also thrive.
They'll put roots down in the community, and we know that when children are in a stable housing setting, they do better in school. So this is a win all the way around.
That's what Habitat is really trying to do, is give these children and these families a stable place to study, to come back to after work and not have to worry about what's going on next door or when their lease is going to expire and where do they go next.
For Lesheb, that rings true.
A very decent, backyard that my daughter can play, doing barbecue, inviting some friends and families. It's going to be a great.
Braden Ross reporting for us. The next round of applications for Habitat in Dane County is coming up this fall. You can find out how to apply or support. That information is linked over on channel3000.com.
For the first time in 2 years, an effort to transform the Alliant Energy Center is being revisited. A committee plans to work toward upgrading the spaces that house concerts, shows, and other major events in the city. The Redevelopment Committee's goals were to do all this a few years ago. It was well put on hold in 2021, though, because of COVID-19. Early discussions about the project included possible improvements to all parts of the property, including the Coliseum.
It just underscores the beauty of this location. There are surrounding neighborhoods that are really critical to what's going on here as well. And so one thing we hope to do, I would like to see is more open space, for nearby residents so that they can enjoy the space as well.
The committee plans to meet bi-monthly, and there will be a more set architectural plan in 2025.
Expect some extra traffic downtown this holiday weekend for a handful of races taking place. The Twilight 5K makes its return to Madison Saturday night. The race starts at Library Mall on the UW campus. It's going to run down Park Street and through campus before ending around the Capitol Square. So be prepared for street closures and backups along that route. Then Sunday morning, the Run Madtown Half Marathon and 10K kickoff. Runners there also start at Library Mall, running along Park Street to Lakeshore Path, Portions of University Avenue will be used here. They're also going to run by Camp Randall Stadium. This entire course is going to be closed to traffic starting at 7 a.m. Sunday. Roads will reopen on a rolling basis. So bottom line here, expect delays, expect some shutdowns if you're downtown this weekend. 6:09 now. Coming up, the Pack is back. Players are back on the practice field in Green Bay. We'll hear from the new head coach about the head coach about his new starting quarterback.
And we're live in the 608, checking out the duck pond and what's new for experiences this year as the Madison Mallards are set to kick off their 2023 season. Next.
Let me help you with that. I'm good, man. Thanks. Are you sure?
Everyone can use a little help. Volkswagen Tiguan with Front Assist. Visit your Volkswagen dealer this Memorial Day for 1.9% APR financing for 36 months on a new 2023 Tiguan or Taos.
We've got your back, road warriors, because we know you're picking up the pace. Steering life at 10 and 2. You're hitting the road. And we're helping you get there with confidence. So skip the counter without missing a beat. Choose any car in the aisle and be the boss of you. Go national. Go like a pro.
We're kicking off Bob's Summer of Savings in all my stores coast to coast this Memorial Day weekend. Celebrating over 30 years of furniture fun in my now 165 stores across the United States. So come join the party because I've got new collections you won't want to miss and treats for the whole fam. Plus, get Bob's discount on my highly rated furniture, mattresses, and more with financing options to fit your budget. Get your home summer ready during Bob's Summer of Savings this Memorial Day weekend. I've saved you a seat at the party and a sofa and a bed and a
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Now get an Explorer and get 0% APR financing for 36 months, $1,000 low APR cash, and $1,000 retail bonus cash. See your dealer.
Save on your next project with 11% off everything now at Menards. Protect your cargo and get there safely with Smart Straps Ratchet Straps. Secure your passion and save big money. A 2-pack of heavy-duty ratchet tie-downs is $14.99 after rebate. Save today on a Toe Smart ball mount with recovery hook. It features a 2-inch hitch ball and power-coated, rust-resistant finish. Right now, only $24.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Get 4 Arby's Classic Roast Beef Sandwiches for just $10. That's one for now, one after that, one to celebrate the first 2, and one more because that's how many 4 is. Arby's, we have the meat.
With Dad's arthritis, he struggles with housework and bathing, so I called a Grace. Yes, a Grace. With their age-at-home service, Dad gets the help he needs to stay independent at home.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
Why are there 2 extra seats? I know, Uncle Dan and his giant beard.
The Volkswagen Atlas with best-in-class 3rd-row legroom. Get 3.9% APR financing for 60 months on new 2023 Atlas Family SE Tech with 4Motion models. Limited inventory available.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. The Madison Mallards ready to kick off their season in the 608 this Memorial Day weekend.
Josh Sprider is live at Warner Park this morning, giving us a look at what we can expect this season. Hey, Josh.
Good morning, guys. Beautiful morning at the duck pond. It's hard to believe we're only a few days away from the first game out here at Warner Park as the Madison Mallards are set to start their 2023 season. And there's a lot of new things for fans to check out. First up, we are live from center field here, right out with this new experience. And Sam Rubin, the new GM of the Madison Mallards, is here with us. Sam, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you bet. You're super excited because there's a lot of new to check out, some of which is still under construction, but once this is done, this is going to be amazing.
Yeah, so we have this, we knocked our outfield wall down. This is now a 4-foot wall, and we're going to put bar stools out here. So you can actually turn around, and look at center field. And I think that this is where I'm going to spend my summer, but it's one of my favorite views of the ballpark now, and we're excited to have it. It's an extension of the backyard that has been here for a while, so lots of cool new stuff. We're just trying to expand the stadium.
And all you have to do is have a ticket to be able to get into this, unless you can also rent it out as well.
Yep, so we do rent the backyard out for private events. If you do rent it out for a private event, you have special food service that will be served out of this container behind me. If it's not rented out, then anyone is more than welcome to walk through the backyard, set up lawn chairs or blankets or whatever, and then walk on down here and sit at a bar stool.
You mentioned the food and drink, of course. That's a favorite here at Warner Park. What do you got in your hands? Because this is going to be something new here.
Yeah, so this is our new boot. It is 67 ounces, so it is legitimately a DOS boot. And we have Maynard's foot as the imprint. So this was our prototype. The real ones will have like stirrups on it as well, but we wanted to make sure that it was 67 ounces. It has been tested. It is 67 ounces, and it is awesome. So you can buy these at concession stands. You can fill them with beer. We're trying to figure out a way to get like a root beer float in here too for kids. So lots of cool stuff happening, but this is one of my favorites as well.
I love it. All right, so tickets are available right now, whether you want those single game. What about season tickets?
Season tickets are still available too. So we have our pack that we released last year, our Maynard's Dozen. 13 tickets, some entry to the kids zone, discounts on food and beer and all of that. We sell those till June 1st, so it's one of our family packs essentially. But everything is on sale now. Our merch is live, our tickets are live, our promotional schedule is live. So MallardsBaseball.com, and opening day is Monday at 4 o'clock.
Big week, and I got my new hat here too, so I'm set to go. Sam, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. I've got more information with a link up on channel3000.com, guys. I can tell this is going to be a huge hit. I just picture it already, sitting back here a nice summer night at the Duck Pond watching the Mallards play some baseball. It's going to be a good time.
Josh, that does sound like a good time.
It looks great.
That boot's fun.
I know. 67 ounces, baby.
Isn't it?
Let's go.
You fill that with coffee this morning, man.
Das Boot.
All right. Hey, if you've got any inspiration for Josh, he'd love to hear from you. Find him on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.
We are hoping Kelly Slifka can give us a good Memorial Day weekend forecast for that home opener, Kelly.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be really nice. And if you noticed on Josh's live shot there at Warner Park, you probably noticed those flags blowing. And here in the backyard, the patio, I definitely noticed the wind has picked up just in the last half of an hour. And that's that cold front that is sliding through southern Wisconsin. This is what we call a backdoor cold front. It's coming in from the north and east. It sometimes get a little bit of enhancement off of Lake Michigan. The colder waters enhance that front. So we got a little bit of a wind picking up already this morning. Even though we do have a lot of sunshine, some clouds you can see up in northern Wisconsin, we'll start to sag down to the south, and we'll look at more cloud cover going into the afternoon. So it's going to be quite a bit of a change from the lower 80s. We hit 82 yesterday. See those temperatures really drop now in northern parts of the state in the 40s, even upper 30s there in Marquette, Michigan. Nosy, Milwaukee, only in the lower 50s. They probably will be stuck in the 50s today with that consistent wind off of Lake Michigan, bringing that cold air off of Lake Michigan. We'll be around 70 now. As you go to the west, it will be a little bit milder in the low to mid 70s, while you go to the east, stuck in the mid 60s. Just across our viewing area, you can see about 10 to 15 degree temperature swing today. Now tonight's going to be much cooler with the northeast winds continuing, and we'll wake up to the 40s across the area tomorrow morning, and we'll probably even be a couple degrees cooler tomorrow. Firmly entrenched with some of that colder air in place. So we've got the cold front moving through, a couple of cool days. Highs in the upper 60s to near 70 today and tomorrow. Transition on Friday, then we warmed it up nicely. The Memorial Holiday weekend looks great. When have we had this, where we have 3 solid days of dry weather and warm temperatures warming into the 80s? Well, our umbrella contest winner, this was from last week when we had the smoke from the wildfires. Courtney took this photo. Just a beautiful shot of that smoky sunset. And if you'd like to have an opportunity to win an umbrella, just send your submission, your photo, to firstwarn@WISC-TV.com, or use our First Warn weather app. You'll have the opportunity of winning one of these umbrellas. Temperatures in the 50s. Yeah, it's not 16 in Mineral Point. I don't know what's going on with our thermometer, but it's not that cold. Temperatures, though, across Dane County are in the 50s. Most areas, 54 in Sun Prairie, and also Wanakee, Cottage Grove at 55 as well. So we'll look at increasing clouds as we go into the afternoon hours. Temperatures near 70 today, maybe a little bit warmer down to the south and west. The First Warn forecast, 68 tomorrow. Very cool Friday morning. Maybe some upper 30s for some. 40 here in Madison, 74, and then we warm up through the weekend. Very slim chance of rain next week. And look at these numbers. Feeling like summer. It's going to get more humid as well. Highs in the upper 80s to near 90.
Making it to the Junior College World Series, nothing new for Madison College. This year's trip is the program's 5th straight. But unlike last year's World Series squad, this team is brand new. 25 out of the 30 guys have never been there. And that's the challenge facing Mike Davenport, preparing a group of freshmen for the big stage. But after closing the season with 12 straight wins, his freshmen aren't playing like freshmen anymore.
Freshmen are told that when you walk in here, we need you to be sophomores by tournament time. So let's try to learn as much as we can so we don't have to wait till next fall to figure out the things that we need to know when it really matters this year.
It's going to be a little bit different than last year. We're all going to kind of be big-eyed on the first day, looking at all those new teams, you know, new stadium, all that good stuff. But hopefully we can just play our game and compete at our highest level.
Brewers looking to even their series with the Astros. No score in the third. Joey Weimer makes the ball go whee in the tune of a solo shot. His 5th of the year puts the crew up 1-0. Then they'd blow this one open in the 8th. The hometown kid, Owen Miller, tattoos a 2-run bomb to the second deck. Brewers scored a 4 in the 8th. They'd go on to win 6-0 the final. Tuesday was day 2 of voluntary OTAs for the Packers, and even though the guys are just in shorts instead of pads, getting to this phase in the offseason means training camp is almost right around the corner. Now, during this phase, there's a lot of installs so the new guys can learn the system, which is why most of the vets don't attend it. Jordan Love, though, was there, and even though it's his first year as a starting QB, Matt LaFleur doesn't view him as one of those new guys.
Not like he's a true rookie, so he's seen a decent amount, especially being able to, you know, getting the majority of the snaps this time of the year, the last couple of years. So we're not necessarily coddling him in any sense of the word of that, just in terms of we're just installing our plays, and whatever the defense presents, I mean, he's got to react.
That's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
Coming up next, we're going to show you a stinky way for kids to earn some extra cash this summer.
Stay with us. News 3 Now This Morning is back after the break.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
These epic offers won't last forever.
Get up to 50% off list prices at the huge memorial sale at Slumberland Furniture. Like this recliner, free when you purchase the reclining sofa. How about a Lazy Boy recliner as low as $375? Up to 50% off only at Slumberland Furniture. Do not miss this one.
For over 50 years, Purina Cat Chow has been helping cats feel at home with trusted nutrition. No wonder it's the #1 dry cat food in America. Come home to Cat Chow.
Are you tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? Downy Unstoppable's in-wash scent boosters keep your laundry smelling fresh way longer than detergent alone. If you want laundry to smell fresh for weeks, make sure you have Downy Unstoppable's in-wash scent boosters.
The Chevy RS family of SUVs has it all. Whether you want the 10.2-inch diagonal color touchscreen on Blazer or extra peace of mind with Chevy Safety Assist standard on the 2023 Chevy family of SUVs. So take your pick. The choice is yours. Spring into adventure and get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Equinox models. Or get $1,500 cash allowance. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Barnes, it's a great company.
I hear people talk a lot about how they enjoy working here.
We are Dane County's largest full-service lawn, landscape, tree, and snow removal company, and 100% employee-owned.
We're often asked what it means to be an employee owner. It means we share our profits with the people who work at Barnes.
The better we do as employees, the happier our customer is, and the more likely they are to be with us long-term.
Join the Barnes team. Apply at barnesincareers.com.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again.
Here we go.
And action!
Now at Slumberland, $4.99 gets you a lot, like a Sealy Posturepedic mattress, plus a 7-piece bedding bundle free. Yep, get a fitted sheet, flat sheet, 2 pillows, 2 pillowcases, and a duvet, all for just $4.99. Hurry, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Cut!
Yes.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
These epic offers won't last forever.
Welcome back. KCG bringing us a gorgeous photo today of a bald eagle. My family loves bald eagles. This picture made my day. Kevin, thanks for sending it in. Make sure you use that hashtag MyNews3Morning. We've had some stunning ones lately. Keep them coming.
So it's almost summer break, right, for students? And, you know, when I was a kid, I was always trying to find a way to make money.
That's true.
Right?
Still trying to make
money.
Yes. Never-ending goal.
You know, we learned that Kelly mowed yards to earn some extra cash. Leah was working at a chiropractor's office.
That's right.
And then there's this guy. He's an ambitious kid in Lansing, Michigan, eager to make some summer cash. 9-year-old Braden here founded Scoop-A-Poo. He'll come and pick up your dog's poop at your house for a fee. His slogan is, if your dog's pooping, Braden, scoop it.
This is brilliant.
Great marketing there.
I know.
He's a pooper scooper.
People would pay for this.
Put that on the resume.
$5, buddy? You got to up your prices.
Yeah,
inflation, man.
He could be making a haul.
Let's go.
Well, he is making a haul right there.
That was good. That was good.
All right. Hey, we've got some big changes coming up in the forecast ahead of the holiday weekend.
Yeah, much cooler weather today. Temperature's not bad now, but the front's moving through right now.
All right, we'll get into it when News 3 Now This Morning returns.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
So your credit isn't the greatest? No problem. We offer guaranteed credit approval on vehicles you actually want to drive. Yes, we'll even guarantee your credit is approved. You've been told no before? Join the Bergstrom Automotive family for the yes. Bergstrom for the yes.
At Pick and Save, we want our fresh produce to meet your expectations, which is why we do up to a 27-point inspection to check for things like color and scarring. Because when it comes to fresh, higher standards mean fresher produce. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Very loud. It sounds like a bull running through a china shop. I don't know what else to say.
People don't realize how nice a door can run until they get it serviced. It's whisper quiet. Your neighbors will thank you.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
When the Davises booked their Verbo vacation home, they didn't know about this view. Or the 200-year-old tree in the backyard. Or their neighbors down the hill. But one thing they did know is exactly how much they'd pay. Because Verbo is different. You see the total price up front. Of course, it's good to leave room for some surprises.
This is how legends are.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get $5,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Celebrate Memorial Day at Brothers Maine, where unbeatable appliance deals come with expert advice. Enjoy special prices and free delivery on top brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. Visit us today and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Spring into action and save on stressless seating at the Century House. Now get $400 off all classic power recliners, signature-based recliners and ottomans, and cross-base recliners and ottomans. And get $400 off most sofas and love seats. Imagine how much you can save building your dream sectional. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
When you download the Pick and Save app, you have easy access to savings every day and get personalized coupons sent straight to your phone. Save big today when you download the Pick and Save app. Pick and save. Fresh for everyone.
At Bergstrom Automotive, we are proud to offer negotiation-free upfront pricing. Upfront pricing means you can put your armor away. There's no battle with scary salespeople here. You've been told no before? Join the Bergstrom Automotive family for the yes. Bergstrom, for the yes.
This morning, officials identify Madison's latest homicide victim. We'll have an update on the search for a shooter.
But when such trust is betrayed with abuse to children, and there are efforts to cover it up, the call for accountability should be resounding.
Also, a major blow for the Catholic Church. The investigation uncovering decades of abuse.
Plus, here's your first look outside this morning. We've been warning you of a cold snap coming all week. Well, temperatures taking a dip today ahead of your holiday weekend, Kelly.
Yeah, the winds are already starting to pick up behind this cold front. Look at the winds up to the north and east up there at 20 miles per hour. So it's going to be a much cooler day, and we'll see how long that cooler weather will last. Coming up.
Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchine.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly Slifka's got your first warm forecast this morning. So, Kelly, we're talking about warm, hot. We definitely have some hot weather coming up in the forecast.
Yeah,
but first cold.
We've got everything coming our way. A little bit cold in the mornings, cool afternoons, warm afternoons, then eventually some hot afternoons and kind of humid. That'll be coming our way, it looks like, by next week. So we've got some changes coming our way. The front that's coming in this morning has already now passed through Madison. The wind picked up here in the last 45 minutes or so, and you can see the winds up to the north and east really gusting as you get off to the Lake Michigan shoreline. That's that front that's passing through southern Wisconsin. That'll keep us much cooler today. Right now, it's not bad, though. 55 here in Madison, 54 in Janesville. Just disregard Mineral Point there. 50 right now in Lone Rock, 56 currently in the Adele. So a cold front moving through, keeping our temperatures quite a bit cooler than the 80s we've dealt with. Near 70 today. Behind that front, we've got that wind now out of the northeast. A beautiful weekend, though, so we just have to deal with a couple of cool days. Weekend looks great with a warming trend. Temperatures well in the 80s by Memorial Day. We're going to continue that temperature climb. Could be talking about 90s. One thing we're going to be concerned with, we don't have a whole lot of rain in the forecast, so a drought definitely could be a possibility next week. So here's that front now passing through the Madison area with that northeast wind picking up. There is a band of clouds up to the north. That will sink in as well. So we'll start to see the sunshine be taken over by the cloud cover as we get into the afternoon hours. Up close to 70 here, it looks like this afternoon. And it will be quite a bit cooler than where we've been. This morning, not bad, starting out in the 50s, but it won't be climbing as quickly as it has. Temperatures in the upper 60s by the noon hour with that stiff east to northeast wind. We'll see how low these temperatures go over the next couple of nights coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. Hey, you can keep track of those temperatures and help plan your holiday weekend with your First Warn Weather app. Just search for WISC Weather in your app store.
New this morning, classes at the Fort Atkinson High School are canceled today. It comes after a fire in the auditorium. That fire broke out around 6:30 yesterday evening, right on the stage shortly after the 5th grade band had just wrapped up its concert. Damage is limited to the stage curtains, the school superintendent says, but the auditorium was filled with smoke and needed to be ventilated. Everyone's okay. They wanted us to let you know that the senior class trip to Six Flags is still happening today, and classes will resume tomorrow.
Another fire. Take a look at the damage left behind here. This is all that's left after a fire broke out at a Columbus barn yesterday, completely destroying that building. A dozen departments responding to this fire. This is along Highway 16. If you're familiar with the area just across the bridge from the Crawfish River, one firefighter had to be taken to the hospital. No animals were inside at the time, luckily. Crews say the fire was started by embers from an earlier controlled burn. 40,000 gallons had to be used to extinguish it.
2 people displaced this morning after a house fire in Madison. It happened yesterday on Trempealeau Trail near the Glen Oak Hills Park. Madison Fire responded after someone reported seeing some smoke coming out of their house by the garage. Crews put the fire out. Everyone's okay. The house does have some major damage, though. The cause is under investigation.
Continuing coverage now, the Dane County Medical Examiner's Office is identifying the person who was shot and killed overnight Sunday on Madison's east side. 32-year-old Raheem Blue of Madison was pronounced dead at the hospital. Police say they found him with gunshot wounds at Lush Lounge on East Washington Avenue. Witnesses say it all started with a fight in the area. Police not announcing any arrests in connection with that shooting yet.
The man charged with fatally shooting another man outside of a bar in Madison earlier this month is now bound over for trial. 23-year-old Caleb DiMaggio is charged with 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide in the May 5th shooting outside of Badger Tavern. During a preliminary hearing yesterday, the court found probable cause that DiMaggio committed a felony and assigned the case to a judge. Online records do not list a future court date quite yet.
A live look this morning from the Willis Tower in Chicago. Just blocks away, the Illinois Attorney General will release a comprehensive report that details sex abuse by clergy in that state. A multi-year investigation that looked at all 6 Illinois Catholic dioceses found 450 members of the Catholic clergy abused almost 2,000 children. The number of abusers found is nearly 4.5 times more than the church initially reported. The Attorney General says this report has been a long time coming.
The public and many families put faith in the Catholic Church and its leaders in ways that we do not trust other establishments. But when such trust is betrayed with abuse to children, and there are efforts to cover it up, the call for accountability should be resounding.
This report is the first comprehensive accounting of child sex abuse in that state. A similar investigation, meantime, is underway in Wisconsin. Back in 2021, AG Josh Kaul launched a statewide review of reported clergy abuse in our state. That includes a tip line and online reporting system for the public. Last year, the Department of Justice received more than 200 reports. Those reports have led to criminal charges in 3 cases. Last month, the case moved forward against a 92-year-old cardinal. He's the only U.S. cardinal to ever be criminally charged with child sex crimes.
A COVID test program is offering 2 free COVID-19 test kits to Wisconsinites, despite an end to the federal coronavirus emergency. They say it's called the Say Yes program. On its website, they offer a final opportunity to order free tests while supplies last. Each test kit includes 5 rapid antigen tests for a total of 10 tests. Since the start of the program in 2022, more than 3 million tests have been sent to Wisconsinites. Also, if you have tests still sitting around the house, the FDA has extended the expiration dates an extra 3 months.
Millions of Americans are struggling to pay their energy bills this morning. According to the National Energy Assistance Association, nearly 20 million households were behind on their payments as of March. They owe a total of $19.5 billion. It's about $4 billion higher than a year ago. The high cost of cooling homes during the summer expected to make that problem worse. And another bill headed your way. Netflix will no longer allow you to share your account across households. In a letter to subscribers, the streaming service is offering you 2 alternatives. You can transfer a profile to a new member and pay for that person, or add an extra member for about $8 a month. Netflix says it allowed password sharing in the past to fuel growth, but that's led to some 100 million households doing that. Now it wants to focus on its revenue instead of growing its subscriber base.
Well, check this out. A local Girl Scout troop earning one of the highest honors you can win in the Scouts. It's all for this video here, educating the public on recycling. Verona Troop 8201 earning the Bronze Award from the Girl Scouts, an award only earned by junior level or higher Scouts.
Congrats to those ladies.
Awesome message video. Looks great,
Yeah.
too. Well done. All right, it's 6:38 here on your Wednesday. We're at 55 degrees outside. Here's a look at the Bayshore boat launch in Green Bay, where the Packer Hub has announced they will host the 2025 NFL Draft. Big news for Green Bay. Coming up after the break, Kelly's going to have that forecast that includes a cold front moving in from the northeast.
And a new warning about the dangers of social media for kids, what the Surgeon General wants you to know, and the steps parents can take to combat any negative effects.
Plus, we're in the 608 this morning, hanging out at the duck blind at Warner Park here as the Madison Mallards are set to kick off their 2023 season. We're getting a preview of that and what's new here at the ballpark next.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale going on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
We're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in store, same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Same-day eye exam, same-day glasses. 2 pairs plus eye exam for only $79.
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Now get a new Ford Edge with 0% APR financing for 36 months, only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
Try Tide Power Pods with 85% more Tide in every pod.
Who needs that much more Tide?
Everyone's gonna need more Tide.
It's a mess out there. That's why there's 85% more Tide in every Power Pod.
See?
At Foster Funeral and Cremation Services, we honor legacies. Let us take care of the arrangement so you can focus on saying goodbye. Veteran-owned and operated. Experience exceptional care and affordable service with Foster Funeral and Cremation Services.
Did you leave the lights on?
No.
What the?
I'll go check it out.
I'm not a raccoon whisperer, but I can help you upgrade all this.
With free installation on Felco windows, siding, doors, and roofing, plus no money down and no interest for 1 year. There's never been a better time to upgrade your home.
This offer ends soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Felco.
Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of Progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
If you struggle to keep tabs on the service fees you pay, you're not alone.
There's just too much to keep track of.
News 3 Now answers a call for action with strategies to help make sure you don't get charged more than you owe. Tonight at 6.
Show us your weather photos, and you could win a First Warn weather umbrella. Send us your weather pics in an email or on the First Warn weather app. We'll select and showcase the winning entries each day on News 3 Now this morning and News 3 Now at 6. Send in your pics to win a First Warn weather umbrella today.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
On the Health Watch this morning, a new warning from the U.S. Surgeon General. The general's concerned social media is contributing to the country's youth mental health crisis. In an advisory, Dr. Vivek Murthy said that using sites like TikTok and Instagram present a profound risk of harm for kids. The advisory cited several studies which found correlations between social media and depression, anxiety, poor sleep, online harassment, and low self-esteem. For families dealing with this, the advisory recommends creating media plans and encouraging kids to develop in-person relationships. Parents should also model good social media behavior.
Boy, that is a strong warning.
It is. Yeah, I know, but it's on the parents too. You know, they copy what you do. So if you're on your phone a lot, parents, maybe it's time to put it down a little bit
We
more.
could all stand to have a little less time on, our phones,
Yeah,
for sure.
You're right. You're right there.
You could consider 988 the 911 of mental health care. The Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, widely celebrated when it was launched last July. But now, nearly a year later, a survey finds only about 13% of adults know about it. 7 in 10 say they might use it once they were told about it, but about 40% also expressed some reservations. They worried calling might result in law enforcement action, being sent to a hospital, or charges for services they can't afford.
6:43. Okay, so earlier today, Kelly Slivka said he was solar powered.
He is solar powered.
Yeah, I'm already waking up now. The sun's out, and you know, I'm ready to go. Well, let's do it. I tell you what, we do have a cold front, and you probably see the tree leaves rustling about now. That cold front has passed through Madison, so we're going to continue to see these winds out of the northeast behind this backdoor cold front. Not a lot of clouds right now with the front. This is our Queen Bee radio in Platteville. The sky cam noticing just clear skies, but eventually some clouds will start to roll on in. They're coming in from the northeast. This is what we call a backdoor cold front coming in Typically, we think of them coming in from the northwest, but this one's coming in the backside. So we're on the western fringe of the coldest of air that's going to sink across the Great Lakes and also the northeast. But it has now passed through Madison. Also this morning, not often are we able to show the visible cloud track. I know we're kind of missing some of those frames, but you can see that area of cloud cover just in northern Wisconsin. That's going to continue to sink in. So from northeast to southwest, we'll start to see some of these clouds rolling on in. Also, the winds will be up there. We're already starting to see the winds here near 10 miles an hour. They'll be out of the northeast at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. So it's going to be a breezy day, and those winds will continue right into the evening. That's going to usher in some of that colder weather. 40s already up into northern parts of the state, while along the lake shore, temperatures are in the lower 50s. Not going to get out of the 50s for Milwaukee, Sheboygan, and the Green Bay area, it looks like today. We should get close to 70. Then further away from that coldest of air, it's going to be in the low to mid 70s in parts of Grant County. So quite a contrast just across southern Wisconsin due to this colder air that's moving on in. Tomorrow's going to be a chilly start to the morning, readings in the 40s and only warming up in the upper 60s for many, maybe some low 70s off to the west. So we got the cold front moving through now. Cool right through Friday morning, but we do expect some 80s to return by Sunday and Monday. Then we're going to continue this temperature climb as we peak out in the lower 90s next week, and this warm air is spread out across much of the nation, the northern tier of the United States, for the next couple of weeks. And also, it's going to be unseasonably dry as well. This will be a concern as that jet stream is way up to the north, allowing that heat to surge to the north. No big storm systems headed our way. It looks like right through the weekend into much of next week. So definitely got a summer pattern setting up. Right now we're starting out at 55 in Madison, 54 in Janesville. We'll look at some of those clouds streaming on in throughout the afternoon hours and basically turn mostly cloudy as you're headed home from work or school today. 70 today with that wind. First warm forecast brings in cool mornings the next couple of days. The transition day Friday, then warming up, feeling like summer this weekend. It's going to turn humid next week, and that may spawn a brief shower or thunderstorm, but very little chance of rain as temperatures approach 90.
All right. Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. 6:45, the Madison Mallards are ready to kick off their season in the 608 in that heat.
That's right. So Josh Breiter is live this morning at Warner Park, hanging out to see what we can expect as fans when we head out there this season. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, nothing says Madison Mallards baseball and 90-degree weather, right, as we're kicking things off at the Duck Blind here. This is a fan favorite, and it's going to be available once again. Sam Ruben, the new GM here of Madison Mallards. Sam, good morning.
Good morning.
So this has become such a staple for you guys here at the Duck Pond.
Yep, so this is our new Busch Light Duck Blind. So last year we had a whole renaming thing. We renamed it to the Busch Light Duck Blind. We added these 6 top tables as well, so you can actually reserve a spot and not have to sprint around the stadium to get your spot in the Duck Blind. So you can purchase these. They come in 6 tops, book parties or anything. If you just want a spot to like hang out and sit, this is your spot to be. All you can eat and all you can drink.
The kid doesn't get better than that.
No, it really doesn't.
So a lot of new things happening this year. Let's talk about what you have right in front of here, because we love pull tabs here in Wisconsin.
Yes, we do. So everyone knows a pocket schedule, a standard like 2-inch pocket schedule, and we were trying to elevate that. We're trying to find a way to make it cooler and more fun and hip, and we came up with a pull tab pocket schedule. So you can actually pull, you can win beers, you can win the grand prize is, or we have a couple grand prizes, which is actually a table out here. So I got 3 Maynard heads, so I think I won. What'd you win?
Congratulations, you have won a free ticket.
Oh, me too, I won a ticket.
Look at that.
Yeah, so it's you can get a ticket, basically a BOGO ticket, and then it talks about how to redeem your prize on the pull tab. So you can pull all the tabs up, come into the box office, and then on the back, just like our standard pocket schedules, our schedule, all of our promotions, QR codes, so you can find out more information about stuff that's not listed on here, but all the fun stuff that comes with a pull tab and a pocket schedule in one.
I love that. It's going to be a busy year for you guys. You have a lot of events on the table.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're excited. We have Wizard Night and Star Wars Night and all the typical bobbleheads and all this cool stuff that we have planned at the ballpark, and it's just, I can't wait to get started.
Tickets available right now?
Yep, absolutely. May 29th is opening day, 4 o'clock. Stop on by on your way in from Memorial Day vacation.
All right, Sam, thank you so much. I love these things so much, guys. There's nothing like some pull tabs, especially one Everyone's a wiener here.
Oh, are you writing for the Mallards now?
That's a secret job. That's good stuff.
Oh.
I wish I came up with that. That is clever. That is clever.
He's putting that in his back pocket. We're going to hear that one again. Bush Light, pull tabs, Mallards. Let's go.
God, they know who their base is.
Signed
don't they?
Leah Linscheid.
Looking forward to it, guys.
That's right.
Thanks, Josh. Hey, don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him for the chance to be featured.
He's always looking for new puns, folks. Shoot him an email. Help him out. 6:49 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, all of the top local headlines you need to know to start your day.
Hey, we have some birthdays to celebrate this morning, too. We want to say happy birthday to Louie and all the kids turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us. We're back after this.
News 3 Now's first warned weather team, keeping you ahead of the storms.
This is it. Ashley's Memorial Day 72-hour mattress sale is this weekend. Come see the newest iComfort Eco and save up to $900. Plus, guaranteed best offers on top mattress brands with 6-year special financing store-wide. This weekend only at Ashley.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go out and have s'more fun. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's crispy. Anyone?
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, my name is Joe Lanus, CEO of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. Today, we're rolling out Building the Community Beat content series. We developed this series with our partners to unite brands who invest in the arts and our community. Today, we'll be featuring our good friends at Exact Sciences.
Exact Sciences is proud to call Madison our home. We've been in this community for 14 years and are excited to continue to expand here. We're on a mission to eradicate cancer and the suffering it causes. We do that through our tests that help detect cancer earlier, monitor, and help guide treatment.
The Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra does so many things in our community. One of the things we're most known for is Concerts on the Square, having done it since 1984, this year celebrating 40 years. To be able to bring the community together through music in a live, free format for 50,000 people each week, it really brings the community together and all the partners that make this event possible.
When Exact Sciences first started building a name in this community, people didn't know who we were, and we were attracting people from all over the globe to come work for Exact Sciences on this incredible mission. The combination of innovation, creativity is in arts and science. And one of the things we love about bringing candidates to Madison is showing off the vibrant community we have. And the organizations like the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra put on amazing events and bring that culture to Madison that makes us the vibrant place to live and work. It's something we've been doing for years in sending our employees to Concerts on the Square and sponsoring the events that are taking place to demonstrate that involvement in the community and the great partnerships that innovation and science can have.
It is an honor to be able to bring Concerts on the Square to our community each summer, and we're grateful for the support of all of our partners like Exact Sciences that makes this possible.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go out and have s'more fun. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's crispy. Anyone?
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
The Memorial Day 72-hour sale is Saturday through Monday with a preview day Friday at Ashley. Get outdoor furniture starting at $4 per month, sofas starting at $6 per month, and so much more with 6-year special financing store-wide, only at Ashley.
Culligan, here for every water worry.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
A big announcement coming from Florida today. Governor Ron DeSantis will announce his 2024 presidential campaign in an unconventional way on Twitter. He'll do it via live stream on the site, the whole thing hosted by owner Elon Musk. Musk says he's not offering up any endorsement yet. Meanwhile, President Trump is rising in the polls. He's up over DeSantis by 30%.
The U-Haul driver accused of crashing into a security border near the White House this week will be in court today. 19-year-old Cy Kandula from Missouri is facing charges for threatening to kill or harm the president. Officers say he's a Nazi sympathizer who wanted to kill President Biden and take power of the White House. Authorities didn't find any explosives or other devices on the truck. Americans' approval of the Supreme Court is declining. That's according to a new poll from Marquette Law School that found approval of the High Court is now at just 41%, with 59% disapproving. The latest survey comes after several ethics complaints and controversies surrounding the justices. But some of the court's decisions last year, like reversing national abortion rights, could have also contributed to the lower approval rating.
President Biden is expected to speak today on the one-year anniversary of the Uvalde, Texas school shooting. 19 students and 2 teachers were killed, while it took officers over an hour to find and kill the gunman. President Biden plans to reiterate his call for Republicans to act in Congress on gun violence. It's now the #1 killer of children in America.
Netflix getting pretty serious about cracking down on password sharing. So Netflix now says that any user who shares passwords that don't live together are going to have 2 options. Netflix is either going to let you transfer a profile to a new member, and then that person has to pay for a whole new account, or the main account can add an extra member at $8 a month.
A bill to help fund your hometown still making its way through the Wisconsin Capitol. There are a few sticking points to that shared revenue bill that could increase city and county budgets by as much as 10%. Right now, the debate is over whether Milwaukee can raise its sales tax. State lawmakers are warning that city could be facing bankruptcy if it doesn't get more funding.
Classes at Fort Atkinson High School canceled today. It comes after a fire in the auditorium. It started right after concert wrapped up around 6:30 yesterday evening. It damaged the stage curtains. The auditorium filled up with smoke, needed to be ventilated. Everyone's fine. The senior class trip, though, to Six Flags today is still happening. Classes will resume tomorrow.
All right, 6:55, meteorologist Kelly Slifka. We've got the cold front passing through the Madison area. We're at 58, so it isn't too bad. Some of these temperatures just updating 61 in La Crosse, but you do have some 40s and lower 50s as you get into northeastern parts of the state. Do have a northeast wind that'll be with us all day long, 10 to 20, and that'll add to the chill as that cold front continues to slide to the south and west. So planning your day, you'll probably need the jacket all day long. I know it's not too chilly right now, but temperatures getting up close to 70. We'll also have that stiff northeast wind at 10 to 20, really not going down until later on this evening. Temperatures, though, getting close to 70 today. A cool night with low 40s, 68 tomorrow. The first warm forecast does bring in warmer weather into the upcoming Memorial holiday weekend. Looks great. Plenty of sunshine, warming overnight lows, warming afternoon highs, and we're flirting with 90 next week, and very slim chances of rain as we have just a little bit more humidity creeping in, it looks like, next week.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thanks a lot.
And thanks for joining us this morning, folks. We'll be back in half an hour with another news and weather update for you.